Hey guys, let's say I'll hang on. Jamando, I don't know if you timed that, but anyway. 54 months as one short of the big 5-5. How long has it been? What a journey. Great that I can still be here and with all the players and be positive, mature, and sometimes not so mature. Thank you so much, Jamando. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope life's treating you well. Thank you, dude. Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Welcome back to the main account. So we just won that bizarre game with obviously the crazy trolling Renekton. I'm happy we won it. We're now playing Annie. We're against a Zed who's running TP, which is a bit bizarre. We've also got a Nunu with the name Yasuo. But we'll see how this game goes. Obviously, I actually think Annie is in a very strong place now. If it isn't obvious, the meta has kind of gone back to full damage meta. I think a lot of people have realized this. But yeah, it kind of seems the meta is back to just one-shot McGee everything. Pretty much, and Annie's very good at doing that. You know, it's one of her main strengths is one shots. So let's see how it goes. I'm guessing, by the way, and I will say it's going to be a bit stupid if this Teemo does do it, right? He's against Malphite, the ultimate anti-AD champion. You're playing Teemo, who is technically an AP champion, and if I'm not mistaken, he's going Fleet Footwork and he's going Static Shiv first item. Why would you do that build, which obviously it's an AP AD item? Why wouldn't you just do full AP Teemo when you're against a Malphite? Like, sure, in the average matchup, do Static Shiv. It's strong-ish at the moment. But when you're against a Malphite, just go full AP. Am I crazy? Don't think I'm crazy. Because they do that build every game, probably. His name is Greek Hamster, so I presume he's a one-trick Teemo or something. So we have both at First Strike. Obviously, it's not... First Strike, and it's something that obviously I learned a little bit over time. You know, the idea of First Strike, I always thought, oh, you're doing it because you want to make gold. But, realistically, most of the time you're picking First Strike. There you go, got rid of his. Most of the time you're picking First Strike, it's not really the gold income that you can make in lane phase. That's the reason why you're actually taking it. It's actually the 8% or whatever it is damage increase later that's actually the good thing. Like 8%. Is it, what is it? 8% or hang on. 9%. Like that's a lot of damage extra, by the way. A lot of damage. And like in, you know, most of the time, that 9% or whatever it is going to be more than what Electrocute would deal or what Dark Harvest would deal. It's just simply more damage. Guy seems quite sloppy as Zed. He's running TP as well. You're going to try and split push as Zed. There we go, got his first strike again. It's Nico support. I've heard Nico support, by the way. Little bit of advice to people if you play Nico support. Take W level 1. It sounds weird, but if you can actually get auto attack harassing on, it's actually really strong. Because then by the time you hit level 3 or even level 2, where you get more of your abilities to actually go for a kill, you've got full mana. Oh, I do. I just realized I've got mana in my runes. It's not mana. Magic resist. I didn't swap it around. That's annoying. I knew it was a Zed as well. The problem with the auto runes, I'm pretty sure for most mid lane auto runes, they mostly all default to magic resist. That Nidalee is risking a lot. And she nearly just died. Don't think this is going to work, bud. Do I try to get his W? I'm going to try and get his W. I'm not going to go commit for that, because he can just W away. Okay, Nidalee's here. He got him! letting her live. That would be insane. I didn't want to use Flash, I'm going to be honest. The fact that Zed doesn't have Ignite, though, is just so less kill potential for him. Like, normally if I was against an AD assassin, right, as Annie, or so, you like a typical mage, and I did not have armor in my runes early, I'd have to play so passive. The fact that he's got TP, not Ignite, it actually gives me a lot of leeway. Still got to be a little bit careful. Nice. He's dead, I think. Oh my god, why is the whole enemy team here? What the bro? Wow. Malphite just waiting in a bush. Oh god, that Nunu's lag. Hello? So that's potentially a tilted... Oh, I wasn't paying attention to a Nico. Ouchie mama. Completely forgot there was a Nico in the game. And like, that's the main strength of that champion in solo queue. Good luck, Shishimi. Is autopiloting and forgetting that she's in the game. Bye-bye, blue buff. Damn it. Where does Ouchie Mama come from? No idea. Don't think anything. I was 1 minion from 6 as well. The magia. He doesn't seem, I'll say, first impressions, he doesn't seem the best Zed, but... Tibbers? Okay, I'm just getting bullied by a Malphite at this point. Go on, lad! Go on, lad! I'll take a trade, because, like, he's losing so much in top lane. Yeah, this Malphite is definitely tilted from top. He's half farm, over roaming as a Malphite. Teemo's just going to get insanely fed. All that heal. That was insane. Oh, I'm on my way. This could be a few kills, baby. Oh, where did the Nidalee go? Oh, maybe. Oh, top. What? Oh, it was the Nico. Latrine, 12 months of Prime. Thank you so much, my dude. Did you literally just name yourself after a toilet?
Enemy has been slain.
I'm confused.
Shut down.
Ah, you killed him, nice. I'm sorry.
An ally has been slain.
Careful of Zed. Zed, 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 Zed. Zed, 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 Zed. Again, I can warn them so many times. Alright. Very high chance of Nico comes mid lane now, by the way. I would say it is more percentage than not that Nico will die and then come to mid. Let's keep an eye on the minion wave. Right now it's even, which it should be. Latrine looking for a refund button. Looking for a toilet. Are they thinking she's there? I still haven't tested that rumor. If anybody has done it or tested it, please say. But apparently if you... Oh, okay. Apparently if you smite a minion when Nico is a minion, it kills her. To me, that can't be right. But it also would kind of make sense. Oh, they're going for a huge play bot lane. Even Malphite. Dude, this Malphite is... I mean, they got 1 kill. That's all 5 bot lane. That is actually insane.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I don't even think it was worth it. They only get 2 kills for 1 death, and they invest all 5 of their players for that play, and they're losing Plate's top lane. I get solo XP, more more minions. I really don't like what they're doing. That was Nico. Yeah, it's there. That's Nico. Oh, I didn't get my Zhonya's off. Damn it, dude. I think Zed might even die, though, huh? Is he gonna die? I wasn't, if I'm completely honest, expecting Nunu to go in on that. That kind of surprised me a bit. Israel, hello. What a fiesta of a game. Hey, welcome, Sud Lude, or Loud, sorry. Says, used to watch my LoL content a lot when I was younger. Feels good knowing you still play the game. I do. It's probably crazy that I still play the game in a few aspects. I still enjoy it. Still enjoy it. And I genuinely would not play the game if I didn't enjoy it. Because, you know, nice, he killed. I think we've all watched, you know, there's been times that I've not enjoyed the game, and I'll be open about that. But I think we've all watched sometimes the downfall of LoL content creators, where you can tell they're not at all enjoying the game, and they're doing it because they kind of have to. I've been in that position before, but I'm really, really pleased to say I'm back to kind of really enjoying League again. And don't get me wrong, I don't think the game is perfect. I really don't. But I just think it's so much more manageable. This Malphite, I don't know what the hell's going in this Malphite's mind, but he's playing a very odd game. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. And, you know, it's worth saying, like, I want to be a content creator, you know, realistically for as long as I can, because it's a dream job. It really is. But, you know, there is going to come a day that I'm not a content creator. Am I nervous about getting a job? Yes and no. Like, luckily, again, it's where, like, I was smart and I finished my university degree and stuff. This is insane, man. Aha! Worth. But yeah, like, I've got a university degree, you know, my job, my CV, or resume if you're American, it doesn't look bad. You know, as we all do, you kind of fluff your resume up a little bit more than you probably should. You know, I've helped Riot in testing areas and dev meetings and everything. That looks quite good on a CV when you explain it well. So yeah, like, I'm not what I would say nervous about getting a job eventually, but I'd like to do this for quite a longer. What are my thoughts on Major taking Static Shiv? I think there's strength to it, but I think it's gotten a bit out of control. There's a bunch of mages that shouldn't be building it that are. Like, I think even some people are building it on Annie. Yeah, I don't think you need it on Annie.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Oh my god, I'm just being camped like mad. What is going on? This Malphite is insane. He's just gonna lose the game for his team. Pilot still plan? Probably not, unfortunately. For a few reasons. Some good, some... well, all good. So again, the plan to become a pilot always existed because you don't need... it sounds stupid, but you don't need past work experience to become a pilot. You just need money. And that's what I had, you know. And that's the word, had. The Nico support is trying to solo... she's trying to 2v1 the enemy. This is such a sloppy game. And that's the thing with the, you know, the pandemic happened. We have quite a few family friends that are pilots. They all kind of were out of work. It got really bad, but with I had a lot of savings that wasn't doing anything. So my parents and everything, and you know, Queen Pleb, our relationship got a lot more serious. It was like, probably should do something with this money. It's just sitting there. So that's where we decided, you know, we wanted to move in together, and we initially were like, oh, you know, we could rent. But then we kind of was like, what about, you know, we could just buy a house. So that's what I did. I bought a house instead of renting. Obviously, it's a smarter thing for your future to actually own property. What? Oh my god, he's got a Hex Drinker. Where's our team? Why is Kai'Sa top lane? I can't get a kill. We beat them in a... Oh god, what? Do we think it's Nico? Wait, what? Was she a plant? I think she was pretending to be a plant. This Nico is very much playing as a very annoying person, so she's kind of living up to the cosplay, as it were. I can't get traction in this game because it's way too fiesta-y. He's bought a Mormamure to second. What the hell? That is not a confident Zed player. Yeah, anyway, sorry. So yeah, I bought a house, but that pretty much took all of my savings. Which again, it's a health... Why is Teemo there? It's a healthy thing to do. It's not a negative in any imagination. You know, I own a decent amount of this house straight away. Which is good. It's very good for my future. But, it kind of obviously took all my money from the other project of becoming a pilot. And again, it's not even just that. Becoming a pilot was obviously a dream of mine, but it's a very different when you're in an active relationship. To become a pilot is different. So like when I was thinking about it all those years ago as a single guy, you go on training for 18 months. You're away for 18 months. You go to New Zealand for 18 months. So obviously that's a big thing. And then not just that, the actual job itself, you know? Like, we've got, as I said, family friends that are pilots. God damn it. We've got family friends that are pilots and, you know, they're hardly home. Because that's the job. Jesus Christ, so tanky. So again, that's kind of a big part of it as well, is when you're a single guy and you're thinking about a career, a pilot's a pretty good one because you've got no roots as a single guy. But now, you know, I've got Queen Pleb, I've got little Miss Maya, we've got a life together. To then go, right, I'm going to be gone for 18 months in training, and then my job is going to make me be gone for, you know, days at a time. It's not as easy. Davy Sweet, 62 months tier 1. Thank you so much, my dude. How's it going, Vixie? This game is such a fiesta, by the way. Very winnable if we just start working together, but our Kai'Sa is quite split pushy, and I don't know why. What's the Nico doing? This Nico is really cocky. I don't understand her playstyle. I've gone from not being able to get kills to a thingy. What did I finish uni for? Partially because, you know, it's just the normal right thing to do, if you will. And I didn't know content creating was going to go well, did I? You know, at the time of uni, I was doing content creation in the early stages. And it was only at the end of uni, I was like, right, let's do this full time. rather, you know, having a degree, I can always fall back on that, which is nice. And it's kind of like, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing to have. The counter, 3 months of Prime, thanks, dude. Obviously, the negative of having the degree, I will say now, because obviously I'm not actively using it, is I've got thousands in student debt. I don't use my degree. This guy... What? Kill their jungler. I can't move. I went for the Nidalee because obviously dragons coming up and getting rid of their jungler is a nice big strong thing to do. Oh, we won that team fight pretty well. I just don't think the enemy team can fight. Malphite weirdly getting caught and using ultimate just before the fight as well is really bad. I mean, yeah, that's true, Skids, but degrees are always good. As dumb as the whole system is, having that little bit of paper does help in a lot of aspects. As dumb as the system is, in our current system that we're in, it does help. Should be free. Yeah, I think is it Scotland that university's free? And then, wow, it's in Italy. And then I had some friends that actually went to university, as in, they were British people. They went to university in Holland, I think, because I think their university, even as international students, only cost them like $1,200 a year or something like that. It was a lot more affordable. I'm not going to group up because we're just going to get Malphite ulted. He's bot. Okay. Let's split push Malphite. Oh, damn it, Kaiser. You need to keep up that there's a Nico in the game. I think she keeps forgetting. I was like, I'm going to kill this Zed, but then he's going to know that I'm here. Man, this Nidalee's not having a great game. Yeah, I think mine was 9 grand a year as well. It was 9 grand a year, which is what, 27. And at the time, my family weren't doing very well financially, I think. So I got a bit of student funding. Oh, Jesus, that health. She was single digits. This Kaiser, it's weird. There's a bunch of people not having great games. Like, I'm not even having an amazing game. I'm just caught up in the absolute fiesta of this match. But I just think there's so many players that are just a bit mentally scarred with what's going on. Nico, hilariously, was pretending to be a minion to probably try and get a pick on somebody.
Rampage.
Nico's insane.
Double kill.
Okay. Nunu with a triple kill is... Well, he's tank Nunu, but with a Medjay. And I've always said, if you want to play Nunu, just play tank. Like, and that's true with, like, most of these things. Like, Malphite isn't... There's going to be a Nico, remember. Tank Malphite is stronger than AP Malphite, etc., etc. Tanks are probably a little bit silly nowadays. And they just simply do too much damage. Have I tried Diablo 4? Yeah, me and my girlfriend completed it last night. Or at least our first playthrough. I will be playing some during the subathon. Obviously, apologies that if you're obviously a big Diablo player, obviously I was one of the chosen streamers that if you gift 2 subs this month while I play Diablo, you get that exclusive mount. Not really stream Diablo. So yeah, apologies. But yeah, we'll be streaming it a little bit during the subathon, so if you do your gifted subs during that, then you can get your mount. An apology, this commentary is probably very loosey-goosey. It's just such a fiesta of a match, and it's actually hard to be serious. Now Zed is going split push by the look of it. And he went TP Zed for some reason. Still don't know why Kaiser's matching his split push. Wrong champion to do it, but whatever. As we said, this game is a bit peculiar. And Nidalee is over here. What are you doing, Nidalee? And I don't think Logic's going to be around, because again, she's 3 and 10. See what we can find. Oh, she's there. And she's gone. She's not the most important thing to kill. That's Nico. It's not the most important thing to kill, but when someone has died 10 times, they're definitely going to be in the, the realm of tilt. So killing them, yeah, if there's someone else to kill, prioritize the more important targets, but like that, it's a free one-shot, there's no negative to it. Get the kill, because it's just going to increasingly make them more tilted. This, again, Nico, I don't know. The Nico seems to... What I would say the problem with the Nico is she's playing quite individual, where she probably should be playing very team-orientated. A lot of her ultis, we've even seen her trying to 2v1 my bot lane. She probably shouldn't be trying to 2v1 my bot lane. She should be playing with her team. Wow. Ole, 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 ole. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Your ult. Yeah, she's only got one item. Why has she got so many components? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! So much mobility. Go, hit him! Hit it! Oh, yeah. I could have played that a lot better. I'm going to turn the air conditioning on. I actually think my brain is just melting a bit. I don't even know why I was there. Mm, 25 stack Magi, by the way. Nice. It's Opt. Opt.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Opt. Zed will forever be your mid lane ban. I think there's way more scary things in modern day League than Zed. My air conditioning is making Nico? Oh, I was gonna wait. That was Nico. What? He just ran into Teemo!
Your team has
What? Ooh. Oh, mamma mia! I'm just not even needed.
an enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
There you go.
A summoner has disconnected.
What a fiesta of a game. So again, I didn't play very good. I actually think I let my mind go into the fiesta. To actually beat a lot of fiestas, you should kind of like... What's the way I was going to say it? You need to like be above the fiesta, but I just couldn't mentally. I embraced the fiesta instead of being in it. It was not a 22, unfortunately. It was still a 21. But oh yeah, you know, I'll take that. It's not a 20. We've had 20 LP gains recently, so 21 is still not 20. Damage wise, 22k. God, Teemo. I will say again, it doesn't look like the Malphite's done that bad. He did awful. Like 12k damage. Yeah, his KD's not bad. His playstyle, he absolutely let Teemo have a free game. Now, some people may be saying, oh, but like he couldn't do much against Teemo, so he was looking to achieve things around the map, and he did. Ish. His achievements around the map never really went into anything else other than one kill here, one kill there. If he snowballed it into like, they got every dragon, they got every Rift Herald, they got everything, maybe fair enough. But it never did. It only really translated into one kill, but then by the time he returns to top lane, a lot of the time he didn't get that kill. Teemo would have gotten 3 or 4 minion waves, several tower plates, eventually the tower, 2 levels on XP on him, and like Teemo got insanely fed. Realistically, I think they should have probably focused more on their lane phase and have Nidalee coming top lane to try and beat the Teemo down. And yeah, my bot lane's damage didn't exist. Rel did more damage than Kai'Sa, by the way. We did say this Kai'Sa was playing a bit weird. I don't know why she was split pushing and stuff when she was, but ultimately it didn't really matter. Bringing up the old load of Medu, and obviously we can change our win-loss. We have now won 2 today, lost 0. Here we go. Oh my god, he's a Zed player. Really? Again, he wasn't bad. I just wouldn't have expected him to be a Zed player. I didn't get that read off him. But again, it was probably hard to read him considering how much of a fiesta this game was. One Trick Yasuo. Also, well, to be fair, One Trick Yasuo has got 68, now 69 games of Nunu, which is more than any champion I've played this year, so still plays a lot of Nunu. Does play a decent amount of Teemo. Malphite has a 100% win rate on Malphite. Maybe, I don't even know, maybe that's what that guy does on Malphite. Maybe his playstyle is he doesn't go top, he just roams way too early. Nidalee plays a bit of Nidalee, Ezreal 50% win rate, decent amount of Ezreal, and then the Nico is a support Nico player. She was annoying, but then ultimately she was playing annoying, but then I think overvalued her own strength, and then she just kind of died a lot. And maybe this explains a bit why our bot lane... Well, I'd say Rel didn't do too bad, but both of them were auto-filled. So the Kai'Sa does have 38 games of Kai'Sa, but is a support main, and the Rel's a jungler. So again, maybe just they didn't do too well because they're just not in their main positions. I don't know. Because, yeah, 8.6k damage is kind of pathetic for Kai'Sa. But anyway, nice game. Game 2, bit of a fiesta. If you guys did enjoy, do throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Cool down!